and some have failed. As uncertainty has grown, many banks have restricted lending. Credit markets have frozen, and families and businesses have found it harder to borrow money. We are in the midst of a serious financial crisis.
I know about you. I mean, I really don't know about you. So I'm just going to talk about it from my standpoint. The taxpayer seems to be this abstract concept for some people. The taxpayer. It's not abstract at all. It's me, it's you, it's my family, it's your family, friends. It's us. And I don't understand, I guess, and it still wasn't made clear in this speech, how it's going to work. How, somehow magically, the American public is going to come up with $700 billion.
Under our proposal, the federal government would put up to $700 billion taxpayer dollars on the line. $700 billion taxpayer dollars on the line. Would put up to $700 billion taxpayer dollars on the line.
No one has outlined how that's going to work. Nobody. And I have news.
It is difficult to pass a bill that commits so much of the taxpayers' hard-earned money.
I have news for you. We don't have it. We don't have the money. We don't have $700 billion to put into this effort. We're tapped. We've been paying for a war for years that we're fighting in a country that never attacked us. You know, we're living paycheck to paycheck. We're paying home mortgages and auto loans of our own, trying to keep our own heads above water. We're paying medical bills with credit cards so it won't go to collection and you can pay over a longer time than medical collections usually let you. We're
Easy credit, combined with the faulty assumption that home values would continue to rise, led to excesses and bad decisions. Many mortgage lenders approved loans for borrowers without carefully examining their ability to pay. Many borrowers took out loans larger than they could afford.
Some of us didn't take out those loans with the variable rates. But let me say this about the banks. They knew it would come to a head. They offered the products anyway. They offered these products, these mortgages, 0 down, variable rate. If you were buying a house at that point and you saw that deal, you saw those numbers, and you listened to the spiel that the banker gave you, what are you going to say? No? The banks offered those mortgages, advertised them, marketed them. Just a couple weeks ago, my own bank wanted me to take out more in my home equity loan. Let your house's value work for you. Stop telling me what to do with my money. All of you, government, banks alike. Stop it. We don't have the money to help. Maybe if things were different, we would, but we don't. We don't have the money to give you to bail this out. On an abstract level, I think most people understand that the market, the other abstract, you got the taxpayer and you got the market. The market has to function a certain way. But you know, bankers and financial people also knew it has to function a certain way. And yet they took their money and ran. They got these mortgages out there, got their money, and ran. I'm supposed to be sorry for them? I don't think so. When I got my home equity loan, I purposefully chose a fixed rate at a low interest rate. Fixed. For not even half of the value of my house. I could still lose it. But I made a choice. That doesn't make me better than anyone else. I just made a choice based on what I've done before, learned before, whatever. And I've never trusted variable rate mortgages. I want to know my rate. I want to know what it is now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever it takes. I want to know what it is. So banks knew what they were doing when they did market those mortgages to people. Okay? They knew what they were doing. They knew the bubble would burst. They took their money and ran. Now, and we don't have it. We don't have any money to give you. We are tapped. We don't have it.
And we expect that much, if not all, of the tax dollars we invest will be paid back.
And you still didn't tell us where it's coming from. Interesting on Lou Dobbs tonight. I don't usually watch because I don't have cable, but my doctor's office does. I think it was 94 or 96% of his viewers, when asked, do you want the government to do this bailout? The answer was no. 94 or 96% no. Is anyone listening? This is not a 3-week problem. That came up during his show. It's not a 3-week problem. Businesses have been closing in my town for a year and a half. I don't know where you people have been, but here beyond Main Street, I'm not even on Main Street. I'm kind of in the boonies back of Main Street. Businesses closing for a year and a half. Where were you? So it's not that small businesses will lose their businesses. They already have. It's not like people will lose their houses. They already have. We're in it already. It's not a will be. We've been in it. You just weren't conscious. We were. So don't preach to me. Do not preach to me. We've known about it. You didn't. We saw it coming. You didn't. We don't have the money to help you. Figure out another way.